I begin the morning meeting at the Monroe County District Attorney's Office by recognizing the outstanding work of Assistant District Attorney Madonna. And I loved your early Like a Virgin career. And just between us, what did Sean Penn look like in his jammies? And I'd also like to thank Assistant District Attorney Hillary Clinton. I voted for you because you're a fraud, and this is the first time you're seeing balloons drop, and you're flipping out there. So I'd like to say to Assistant District Attorney Hillary Clinton that perhaps you should try to control yourself when you see balloons in the future, honey. Okay? Now, Chris Chichester at 26 Sanders Farm Drive is demanding public information from me that I'm obligated to provide to him, and I will refuse. The law is a joke to me. Isn't that right, Assistant District Attorney Madonna and Assistant District Attorney Hillary Clinton? Because I am a joke. And Chris is going to prove it. It's a Freedom of Information law. Dated March 11th. It names the salaries of every public employee at the Monroe County District Attorney's Office. That's it. That's the document he's been sending to me for over a year, and for over a year refused. Every single person that works at the Monroe County District Attorney's Office is a public employee paid with tax dollars. And I will refuse to disclose what I pay those public employees. Freedom of Information law. The cost of taxpayers of Monroe County District Attorney Sandra Doorley expended taxpayer dollars to settle employment-related discrimination lawsuits for failure to comply with Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. The answer is no. It's no. It has finality. The work environment at the District Attorney's Office is professional. That's what no means. If the answer is yes, if I have used taxpayer dollars to settle employment-related discrimination lawsuits under Title VII of the 1964 Civil Rights Act, what are the facts and circumstances? And I will refuse to answer yes or no. Freedom of Information law. The cost of overtime or time and a half, wherever pay, beyond a base salary is calculated at the Monroe County District Attorney's Office. We work a 40-hour week. And then the 41st hour. Chris Chichester, 26 Sanders Farm Drive, is demanding to know how we're paid. Because he seeks to determine if we are abusing overtime. And if we are abusing overtime, we are gouging the taxpayer. And the taxpayer is responsible for our entire corrupt existence. Steinbach, my throat is parched. Can you get me a Fresca girlfriend? Thank you. And I must now rehearse my favorite language at this meeting for our Jonestown. Do you know who I am? And that is language from a fictional gangster called Mo Green and The Godfather Part 2. I am a non-fictional gangster. Now, excuse me, Assistant District Attorney Madonna, have you seen Justin Bieber? Because I've been calling him, I've been emailing him, and he doesn't respond to me. So since you're a singer, too. Can you tell him that I have needs? So I'm going to explain briefly how my prosecutor doesn't talk in court. Prosecutor's supposed to talk in court. My prosecutor doesn't talk in court. Chris goes to the now defunct PW Fitness in Penfield. He's at the back of the gym. Up walks to him, the gym psychopath, Jermaine Benman. Chris is about to begin the third set of 10 on the bench press. He tells Benman, I'll be 30 seconds. He leans back on the machine. Bettman doesn't want to wait. This psychopath, he stands over and he punches down. Chris's head snaps back. When Bettman was walking away, Chris had made an instantaneous decision not to respond to Bettman's violence with his own violence by jumping on top of Jermaine Bettman, pouncing on his bald head, kicking him in the balls and choking him out, and he didn't. A witness called the Monroe County Sheriff. Corrupt hack Andrew Reale arrives, tells Chris to wait in the vehicle. He's talking to Jermaine Bettman. Outside the vehicle, Chris is staring at Andrew Reale and Jermaine Bettman because Andrew Reale is coaching Jermaine Bettman exactly what to say to Chris. Andrew Reale marches over to the side of the vehicle, and Jermaine Bettman, this violent thug that just attacked Chris, says, "I want to press charges against you." And those 7 words are how Andrew Reale concocts harassment second for Chris Chichester, despite the fact he's never harassed a single individual his entire life. I'm confident that the Monroe County District Attorney's Office of Chris Chichester is the only American ever to be charged with harassment second, sitting in the back seat of a police vehicle. Criminal contempt. Chris moved to his residence in 2012 with his ex-girlfriend Laura. Still grass cutting alongside his house. When Dr. Gloria Nichols was his dentist at 2041 Penfield Road, Dr. Nichols leaves and these parasites, Nairaj and Leila Kumar Shah, come in and suddenly there's grass cutting all the time. And Chris can't even walk his dog on the land behind his house because Shah calling animal control. One phone call from these parasites and animal control is here to seize his dog, even though he's walked his dog and he adopted from Lollipop Farm 4,000 times on that land. They don't come over here to say we own that land. They're calling animal control when they see him on the land. So, one day, toothless, grass-cutting loser comes by Chris's house. Chris goes outside. He's outside for 30 seconds. He says they don't own that land. He walks back to his house. And 6 of Todd Baxter's fanatics and degenerates descended on him in concocting a crime. 6 of them are here. And he was on that camera that Sheriff Baxter fixed to 2025 Penfield Road. Sheriff Todd Baxter bought a camera for one American, Chris Chichester, and put it on the building at 2025 Penfield Road. Because when Todd Baxter's 6 fanatics, degenerates, and sociopaths descended on him, one of them showed him the video, and the video was taken from that device. So, Chris Chichester has never committed a crime. And Todd Baxter's fanatics and degenerates have descended on him twice. And I don't care. I don't care that Todd Baxter created 2 crimes when you've never committed a crime in your life. Just like I don't care about these Freedom of Information Law documents. You don't just send them to us in the mail, regular mail. Then you don't know if I've received them. You don't email them, and then you really don't know if an email is read. You're never going to know if this YouTube is viewed. You don't know. But you're doing the best you can. So here you are. Oil. Where's the freedom? Where's the payroll? Where's the public employee 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 payroll? My employees are signed for this. D. Harrington, Maya Mastro Donato. D. Harrington, Maya Mastro Donato. Over and over and over, he's demanding public employee payroll. And I'm refusing because the law is a joke to me. So, Chris is also demanding the names and salaries of every public employee at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. Cost to taxpayers of Monroe County Sheriff Todd Baxter expended taxpayer dollars set employment-related discrimination lawsuits fair to comply with Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1984, just like he's demanding from us. If a sheriff and a district attorney expended taxpayer dollars to settle employment-related discrimination lawsuits, if there's sexual harassment going on at a sheriff's office and district attorney's office, that is news. Total cost of overtime, time and a half, wherever paid beyond a base salary is calculated to Monroe County Sheriff's Office. What's not to understand about that? He has 170 employees. How many are paid beyond a 40-hour work week? And how is it done? The cost of a surveillance device purchased with taxpayer dollars by Monroe County Sheriff Todd Baxter and fixed to a building at 2025 Penfield Road to monitor Christopher Chichester, 26 Sands Farm Drive, walks through the parking lot next to the building. Walks through the parking lot next to the building. One day, Chris is walking through the parking lot for the 4,000th time, and Elliot Roth of this business, Consumer Insights, is 2025 Penfield Road, says to Chris. This is what he says to Chris, Assistant District Attorney Hillary Clinton, Assistant District Attorney Madonna. You're going to love what I have to say here, girlfriends. Elliot Roth says to Chris, you're going to be arrested. Those are his exact words, and he doesn't know what Elliot is talking about. Chris has no idea, and he says this with a smile on his face. With a misanthropic smile on his face. That's because Elliot Roth knows that Sheriff Todd Baxter came to his building and affixed that camera right there, also called a surveillance device. Todd Baxter bought a camera, also called a surveillance device, and put it on his building to capture a video image of Chris Chichester walking through the parking lot. And no, I'm not making that up. And yes, he will lie about it. Because the video of Chris was on the phone, the Monmouth County Sheriff's Office employee. And Chris has demanded that video 50 plus times. He's not committing any crime. So here we have a camera bought by Todd Baxter that has a video image on the phone of a phone owned by the taxpayers. Chris from his mail.com account demanded the video 50 plus times. Every single time it's refused. Freedom of Information Law. The cost of taxpayers photography session approved by Monmouth County Sheriff Todd Baxter to photograph 10 public employees underwater in a pool. No sheriff in the United States of America took this photograph. But was it a private event or were taxpayer dollars spent? If the answer is no, it was a private event, then it has finality. It's not. Did Todd Baxter expend taxpayer dollars for his public employees to be photographed underwater in a pool? All Michael Radler, Kathleen Miller, W. Today, and S.L. Birdie have to do is answer yes or no. And Chris doesn't know first name of W and S because he doesn't have the public employee payroll. Freedom of Information Law. Cost for hotel and plane ticket for Monmouth County Sheriff employee Ryan Fisher to attend the Super Bowl in Atlanta, Georgia, February 3rd, 2019 with his canine dog Lola. This Assistant District Attorney Hillary Clinton, Assistant District Attorney Madonna, is a joke. This is Ryan Fisher in Atlanta, Georgia with his canine dog Lola. And Chris is demanding if Sheriff Todd Baxter used tax dollars for a plane ticket for Ryan Fisher to fly from Rochester to Atlanta. How much was that plane ticket? Did Sheriff Todd Baxter spend $250, $500, $750, $1,000 for a plane ticket for Ryan Fisher to go to Atlanta, Georgia? Chris is demanding the cost of the hotel. Did Sheriff Todd Baxter spend $250, $500, $750, $1,000 for a hotel for Ryan Fisher? Did Sheriff Todd Baxter expend taxpayer dollars for the care and feeding of his dog Lola? Todd Baxter refused to answer all those questions. He is above the law. And Ryan Fisher wants people to know that he's in Atlanta, Georgia with his canine, and he's not in Fairport or Penfield or Webster or Rochester. Ryan Fisher wants people to know. Public employee Ryan Fisher, taxpayer subsidized employee Ryan Fisher wants people to know in Monroe County that he's not in Monroe County. Taxpayer subsidized employee Ryan Fisher wants people in Monroe County to know he's in Atlanta, Georgia because he sent this photograph. And then taxpayer subsidized employees at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office are tweeting about Ryan Fisher being in Atlanta, Georgia from Rochester. The tweet. As we get into watch the Super Bowl, we're grateful to the men and women assigned to keep fans and players safe in Atlanta, including MCSO's own Deputy Ryan Fisher and K9 Lola. Deputy Fisher sent this photo from Atlanta. Thank you both for your service. The 1984 of the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. Thank you both for your service. This is not service. How, I ask, is this possibly service? How's that service? He's standing there with his canine dog. He's having fun. He's having a terrific time. Out of Rochester, out of Monroe County, out of New York State. Freedom of information law. What are the physical training standards or requirements at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office? I'm trying not to laugh. Chris is asking, what are the physical training standards at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office? I'm going to try to laugh when I say it. Try not to laugh. I'm going to try not to laugh because Chris has been around enough of my fanatics and degenerates and extremists to see that they have weight problems. Not just 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 15 pounds, 20 pounds. It was one individual on the Facebook page. He had to be 40 pounds overweight. Where do you buy a uniform for this guy? That's what I'd like to know as the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. Where do we buy a uniform for a guy that's 40 pounds overweight? How does a guy 40 pounds overweight run on the job? Because criminals like to run away from the cops. What are the physical training standards or requirements at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office? We have none. The day Monroe County Sheriff Todd Baxter hired Monroe County Sheriff employee Michael Rather. Michael Rather is a current employee at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office because I rehired him. Rehired. Because he was retired. He was on the job for 20 plus years. So, Michael Rather was retired getting a retirement paycheck. I rehired him. He has a current paycheck. Michael Rather is a double dipper. And Chris Chichester is in the process of finding out if Michael Rather is a legal or illegal employee of the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. Freedom of information law. The names and charges of every inmate of Monroe County Jail from January 1, 2018 to December 31, 2018. It's a public facility. It's a public facility. Assistant District Attorney Hillary Clinton, Assistant District Attorney Madonna. And this is documentation. Chris just wants a name from me. Just wants a name. All I have to do as the district attorney of Monroe County is provide him with a name. Documentation for the case of Christopher Chichester before John P. Lomenzo Jr. in Penfield Town Court. What is the name of the female prosecutor, Sandra Doorley? She didn't talk. She did not talk. Not one word. The prosecutor from Monroe County District Attorney Sandra Doorley did not talk. Monroe County District Attorney Sandra Doorley employs a moot prosecutor. There's moot court and the mute prosecutor. The mute prosecutor. How is it that an innocent man is delivered to the inferno of Monroe County Jail when the prosecutor doesn't talk? And that's because 70-year-old John P. Lomenzo Jr. and Andrew Reale got together at the nauseating Star Chamber of Penfield Town Court and decided that Chris Chichester was to be arrested. Because when he got there and then the handcuffs went on, Andrew Reale said, "We decided to arrest you before you got here." So he knows he charges Chris with harassment second sitting in the backseat of a police vehicle. And there he is, bald-headed Andrew Reale telling him, "We decided to arrest you before you got here." This is why Penfield Town Court is a star chamber, because guilt or innocence is totally irrelevant. So, Assistant District Attorney Madonna, I must say that I really enjoyed your 1986 work, True Blue. And let's see here. You're obviously a narcissist, just like we are here at the district attorney's office. This narcissist is just totally self-absorbed, and it doesn't matter if innocent Americans are delivered to the inferno of Monroe County Jail. So, I'd just like to tell Chris Chichester at 26 Sanders Farm Drive that I don't care that you're an innocent man. I don't care that your rights were abridged by the fanatical cops at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. I don't care that you never heard Miranda, despite these 2 pieces of paper. I don't care about the truth, because I don't know. I live in the United States of America.